The ring has a name on it, my future wife. The ring has name on it, your name, my future, my wife. I hold it softly in hand. It shines under light, like memory. It whispers in silence your voice, and suddenly everything stops. For love, I remember the moment I saw that ring first time in store. It called me gently by heart, not metal, not diamond, just feeling, a feeling so deep, so true, because inside I knew your name already written by destiny, by time. 3 days, 3 thoughts, 3 prayers. I waited before buying that ring. I watched it sparkle like hope and whispered, someday soon, for her, for you, my future, my reason, because love needs symbol of faith, not big, not loud, but real. When I touched it that day, it felt alive somehow, like heartbeat. It carried my story, my promise to love without fear, without end, to wait, without tired, without doubt, to stand with you forever true. Sometimes night feels longer than distance because ring still empty of finger, because hand still waiting for yours, because heart still whispers your name over again and again. Every breath, 3 stars shine tonight above me. One says, hope remains forever strong. Second says, she's coming someday soon. Third says, be patient. True love and I close eyes, believe deeply, because signs never lie. To heart, the ring lies quietly beside bed, wrapped softly in cloth of dreams. Every night I look at it and whisper your name before sleep. It listens, it waits, it shines, because even without you, it lives. Your name, your energy, your soul, all there, inside metal and light. You know, my darling, my reason, that ring is promise of truth. It carries every heartbeat, every prayer. When lonely, I touch its edge and feel you closer than ever, because ring connects souls beyond time, beyond distance, beyond silence, beyond world. 3 words always repeat inside me, my future wife, the truth I breathe, because someday you'll wear that ring and smile through tears, through dreams. You'll say, you waited for me, and I'll hold hands and answer forever yes, my love, my life. Sometimes world feels empty without you. Crowd's noise, still lonely, still hollow, but that little ring speaks more than people ever can. To heart, it reminds Why I still wait, why hope still burns inside soul. You once said softly, love lasts. And yes, you're right, it does. Because love is not a moment, it's journey of patience and belief. It's path through fire, through pain. It's waiting for someone like you, someone pure, someone kind, someone mine. I still write letters for you, fold them beside ring. At night they rest together quietly, like lovers. Ink dries, but feeling stays alive because truth never fades from paper, because heart never lies for love. When morning touches sky, I whisper, soon maybe she'll come, my love. When moon touches earth, I promise I'll wait for her forever, because waiting is proof of devotion, because patience is beauty of faith, because you are worth a lifetime. The ring still glows every night like star in dark of pain. It tells my story, my truth. It knows how much I feel. It hears my heart cry softly. It holds my soul for you. Three things I've learned from love. First, pain is proof you care. Second, distance is test of truth. Third, waiting is strength, not weakness. Because when you come to me, I'll smile and whisper, I knew. I'll place that ring on you, and tears will fall like rain, because finally dream ends. In reality, you'll touch that ring and say, it fits perfectly now, my love. And I will answer, it's yours. Because destiny wrote name already there, because stars watched over our hearts, because time waited long for this. So tonight, my darling, my future, I write again softly for you. The ring still shines, still whispers your name, my truth, my everything. It waits like me, forever faithful, because love, once real, never dies, because heart, once yours, always yours, because time, once chosen, always true. My future, my wife, my reason. This ring already belongs to you. Take it someday soon, with smile, wear it with love and peace. Remember this, it's made from faith, forged through waiting, tears, and hope, blessed by dreams, stars, and prayers. So when you see that ring, know it speaks silently of me, of love that waits, forever pure, of man who loves, forever true, of promise that shines without end. Because darling, The ring has name, your name, my soul, my wife. She came so softly, so bright. Her eyes were light and love. Her smile broke silence of years. Her presence felt holy and real. The moment I saw her again, time stopped, world faded, heart spoke. She stood before me, smiling shyly, holding ring in hands so gentle. She whispered, "It's beautiful. It's mine." Her voice shivered softly, like wind. I watched her fingers touch gold. It glowed in light of destiny. My tears fell quietly, without words, because truth was standing before me, because dream was alive and breathing, because love had returned completely pure. She looked into eyes and said, "You waited for me, didn't you?" I nodded, without breath, without fear, because yes, I did, always did. The ring slipped slowly onto her. Her hand shivered gently in mine. She gasped and smiled through tears. "It fits perfectly, love. It fits." The world became heaven that second, because everything felt right again finally, because forever had begun. That night, 3 candles still burned beside us, one for our past of waiting, one for our present of meeting, one for our future of promise. And light danced softly on ring like stars celebrating us from above. She said, "This ring feels alive. It beats with us together." I smiled and whispered, "It waited for you, my love, my future." And silence surrounded hearts so peacefully, because sometimes words disappear in truth, and truth lives only in eyes. She looked at me and said, "You knew my name before time." I nodded and smiled softly again. It was written there all along. She laughed through tears, through light, and hugged me tightly. Without fear, we sat by window. That night, rain fell, soft and endless outside. The sound was music of heaven. She leaned on shoulder and sighed, "I'm yours forever now, my love." And I whispered back, "Forever, yes," because destiny had spoken finally clear. The ring gleamed quietly between hands. It was no longer alone now. It carried warmth of 2 hearts. It shone with memory and promise. It knew the waiting was over. It smiled in silence like love. 3 stars appeared above that night, one for her soul of light, one for my heart of faith, one for our love, eternal now, and moon, blessed sky, with peace. Morning came, soft, golden, and quiet. She slept beside me, so calm. I stared at the ring again softly and thought about everything we faced, every night, every tear, every prayer, all led to this one moment where hearts finally touched, forever real. She woke, smiled slowly at me, and said, I dreamt of this. I replied, it's real, now forever. Her eyes filled softly with tears. She whispered, thank you for waiting. And I held her close silently because love had no more distance, because heart had peace. At last, the ring shone brighter than ever, not gold, not stone, but love, pure love, that waited, that endured, love that fought silence and fear, love that believed still after years, love that came home at last. 3 words still echo in heart. She said yes, finally mine, forever true. That moment lives inside my soul like fire that never burns out, like wind that whispers forever yours, like prayer that ends in peace. Sometimes now I smile alone softly when I touch ring at night. It reminds me gently of her, of truth, of waiting, of love, because everything was worth that moment, because patience was promise from heaven, because destiny was written in gold. She wears that ring every day. Sometimes she kisses it and smiles. Sometimes she whispers quietly, my love, and I hear it even far, because souls stay close, always now, because faith still connects hearts true, because love still speaks beyond words. Now, when people ask our story, we laugh, we smile, we tell it began with ring and faith. It waited for years in silence, and finally she wore the ring. They listen and whisper, so beautiful, but only we know the truth. Only hearts know weight of waiting. So tonight, as stars shine again, I write these lines for you, my wife, my forever, my love, to remember this journey of truth. The ring now shines on you, and peace now lives in me, because faith became real at last, because love returned home, forever ours, because destiny completed circle tonight fully.